Thanks for checking out the CLNS Media Network, everybody. Jacob Toby alongside my man Clevis Murray. How we doing?
It's good to be here. Good to be here making my debut. So I feel kinda
Welcome. Welcome into the family. It's a big family.
Got the nice jacket here.
He's looking fly right now. He's looking fly. Exactly. Let's talk about the Celtics rookie rotation right now. You've talked to a guy that could see a lot of playing time, Abdel Nader. What do you like about him?
I like that. I like his size and his versatility. He was the now G League Rookie of the Year. He played with Scott Morrison. Now they're both up here. You know, I talked to Scott Morrison maybe a week or two ago. A long extensive talk about him. And he was really impressed. He really thinks he can make the rotation over time. He doesn't think he'll make it out of the gate because obviously on a contending team like the Celtics, it's tough to make this rotation. So, but as he progresses as a versatile two-wing guy, I think it's possible for him.
And what do you see out of his game, especially that could help Brad Stevens in his system? Because I see the versatility. He can play the 2 through 4 really well. Scott Morrison said in your piece, which you're about to plug for the people right now, that he can guard multiple positions. That's what Brad Stevens loves to do in the system.
Yep, and if you guys do follow me on Twitter, at Clevis Murray, the piece is on fanside.com. And just talking about Nader, he's a two-way guy, two-way defender, 3-and-D. That's what the NBA is. If you do that, you make close to maybe a max contract. But I think it's very possible he makes the rotation. With me, he has a 7-foot wingspan. That's as big as Kawhi Leonard and Klay Thompson, two elite defenders in the NBA. If Nader has that, it's possible that he makes it. He also has a 40-inch vertical, so he has the athleticism and the size to make the rotation. The question is, does he have the skill set throughout the season to actually do it? I personally think he can, because I've talked to Scott, talked very highly of him, so I think it's possible for him. He shot 40% in the G League, so I think it's very possible that he does make the rotation towards the end of the season.
And he's also pretty pumped up because he got signed to a 4-year contract.
Well, it's actually only a year and a half guaranteed. First year, fully guaranteed. Yeah,
he signed the dotted line.
Yeah,
Still
you're
counts.
Right, you're right.
And he also talked with Celtics Beat, so make sure to go check that out as well. Who do you else see in the rotation, the rookie rotation? Could we see Semi Ojeleye? Could we see Yabusele come in there? Who do we see?
I think it's the Dancing Bear. I mean, he's been hyped up since last year. He's finally making his Celtics run this year. He's actually they're actually in Massachusetts right now in Waltham. So speaking of Scott, there are a few rookies right now that are actually doing voluntary workouts for the big guys come here, for Kyrie, Tatum, all those guys. So I think the Dancing Bear could do it because he has the size, versatility. Draymond Green Jr., I guess, per se, he kind of is. So I think he's a guy to look out for.
What do we look for in the preseason? What should the fans be looking to see out of the rotation, out of players coming in here on temporary contracts, that type of thing?
I think, the Celtics currently have, I believe, 19 guys on contract, so I expect to see a lot of non-guaranteed guys play, but an experimentation of the small ball lineup. Al Horford at center. So playing around with that, Marcus Morris at power forward. So I think seeing more small, since we don't have technically a center, I think that's what we should mainly pay attention for.
I think Jason Tatum will be keyed on right now in the preseason. Yeah. He's going to need to have a big preseason to get into that lineup, crack into that top 8, if you will, because he can score the ball. He averaged 18 at Duke, so Brad Stevens knows the system that he fits in. He can shoot the ball too.
Yeah, I'm very high on Tatum. I'm not super on his defense. To me, he's like a rookie Carmelo Anthony of sorts. I love the offense, but I don't see the defense.
I think the Celtics would take that.
Yeah, you could definitely take that, but I think with him it's going to be like over time he'll get better. But if you can get an offensive scorer like Kyrie, it works. That's how you make your living in the NBA. So I definitely see Tatum making the rotation.
We will see what Brad Stevens will do with the rookies this season. For Clevis Murray, I'm Jacob Toby. Thanks for checking out the CLNS Media Network.